We have to ask the question, what if, before we can create anything, right? Whether that be a new world, a product, a new relationship. What if is a very futuristic type of question. So if we're not asking that question, we're not creating anything. Well, if I told you, all right, I want you to drive from LA to New York City in a car of your choice, but you can't look through the front window. Like you can only look through the rear view. You're not gonna get far, right? Like it's gonna be a difficult task. Even in something super simple, like I'm gonna drive a car somewhere, you understand, I have to look ahead. I have to look forward. I have to know where I'm going. I have to have a destination, a goal, a vision. Without this beautifully simple idea, we will go nowhere. We love to say, I want to change the world. But I think if people are really serious about it, then we have to be willing to put in work that we'll never see the results of. And that's all about saying, I care and I value for future generations. I care and I value the children that are going to experience the world that I'm establishing right now. I have this dream that one day, little boys and little girls will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That's a future generation speech that he hasn't been able, to see the fruition of. I care about a generation that I may not experience. I care about a world that I may not experience. I've always been fascinated with this idea, like why are we so afraid to fail? Because we weren't always like that. When we were infants, when we were little tykes, we didn't look around and be like, oh, these big people can walk, but what if I can't do that? Therefore, I'm just gonna stick to the ground. Like, as infants, we plop ourselves up and then we fall down, We no longer become the little kid that's willing to just get up and fall, get up and fall. And what would the world look like if all of us no longer feared failure? We just said, I'm gonna fail at something so that I can walk somewhere, so that I can communicate more. I started thinking about world events, it's like, well, 9/11, you have apartheid, you have the reality of slavery, you have World War II. And all of these scars in human history began in someone's mind. For someone, those things were a good idea, and that's why the world experienced it. And then you have the flip side, you have the civil rights movement, you have iPods, right? You have the Reformation, you have hospitals, you have schools. All of these beautiful things started in someone's mind. The things that you marinate on, the things that you think about, that's who you're gonna become. And that's gonna be the world that you create.